We're on the record of the people, State of Michigan versus Nicholas Smith, file 20-1224ST. Counsel, identify yourselves for the record.
Thank you, Patrick Swinski for the people.
Daniel Dupree on behalf of Nicholas Smith for the arraignment.
Okay. Let me just check and see. It's an older case. Sometimes it's an arraignment on a bench warrant. Sometimes it's the original arraignment. So let's just find out where we're at.
Your Honor,
Yes.
we also have a bench warrant for a traffic ticket.
Okay.
on this-
Great. Thank you for letting me know that. I did see that was added. Thank you for that. Let's see. We got our letter. All right. Looks like Mr. Smith sent me a letter from Isabella County Jail. Contempt for failing to appear for the arraignment on November the 25th, 2020. All right. So we need to do the original arraignment. Okay. We'll start with file 20-1224. Mr. Duke, may I address your client regarding the charge?
Yes.
Good morning again, Mr. Smith.
Good morning.
You've been charged with the crime of operating while license suspended. The reason why you're charged with this crime is the prosecutor's office believes almost a year ago, September 14th, 2020, that you were driving a motor vehicle on Salt River Road, Greendale Township, Midland County, Michigan, and on that date that your license was suspended or revoked. If you're convicted of this crime, it's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines plus court costs. Your vehicle might have to be immobilized, but that depends on your driving record if you have multiples of these within a short period of time. Do you understand the charge and the maximum penalty that I've just read to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Duke, have you had discussions with the prosecutor, and do you have any advice for your client as to how he should plead to this charge?
Your Honor, I believe Nicholas wants to plead guilty. He's been in Isabella County Jail for about 86 days, so if we'd be asking for credit for that time that he served.
Okay. So it's just plead as charged?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just find out what the warrant is for this case. There's also the speeding ticket. Looks like he owes money, $434. Mr. Smith, when are you supposed to get out of jail in Isabella? Do you know?
The 30th of next month. And if I may add, there was another bench warrant for failure to pay on my fines on a felony case from 2019. I don't know if that got added in the letter. I couldn't remember or not once I sent it.
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that one because it's owed to the circuit court. And I know that it's kind of like if I owe money to you and your brother, and I go, hey, let's just talk about your brother's money. Your brother be like, I don't think so. So
Yeah.
circuit court, you're going to have to write probably a letter to them. So we can take care of the ones here. I'm going to go ahead, Tracy, on that ticket. I'm going to lift the warrant on that traffic ticket. I'm going to give you, sir, until another 30 days after you get out, because you're going to get your feet on the ground and to make contact to make a payment plan for that case. So, Tracy, if you could please put notes in for Ms. Peters that she should look at this file again no sooner than September 30th. That will give the defendant a little bit of time. So, taking all those things into consideration, sir, your attorney is recommending that you plead guilty to the charge. I'm going to give you credit for the full time served, but I will take into consideration so that you will not have to go any additional time on my case, that you'll get out on the August 30th in my decision. Okay.
I'm ready.
Mr. Swinsky, is there any restitution that might be owed that I have to take into consideration?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, sir, if you would please raise your right hand where I can see it. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can put your hand down now. Your attorney is requesting time served. I told you that I would sentence you in a way that it will not impact you anyway on your time and getting out on August 30th. I'm planning on giving you some credit for time you've already served, probably from the date you wrote me the letter, but not probably before that. That's kind of what I meant. So I want to reward you for your diligence, but also teach you that you should take care of things as quickly as you could have. You could have received all the credit had you wrote me earlier. Okay.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
So has anyone promised you anything more than what we've talked about on the record to get you to plead to this when you really do not want to?
No, sir.
Are you right now under the influence of any medicine, drugs, or alcohol that's confusing you?
No, sir.
If you enter this plea, you'll be waiving the right to a trial. You could have had a trial by jury, or if you, your lawyer, and the prosecutor agreed, you could have had a trial by bench trial, but there'll be no trial at all. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You'll be waiving the right to remain silent, not have your silence used against you, and the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You'll be waiving the right to confront your accusers, call witnesses, and to testify. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And you'll be waiving the right to represent yourself or hire your own attorney. Mr. Duke will be your attorney for this hearing. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Knowing your rights and waiving them are different. You would have to waive these rights in order for me to take this plea. Do you waive these rights?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to driving while license suspended in this case? Guilty, not guilty, or stand mute?
Guilty.
Is it true on September 14th of last year that you were driving a motor vehicle on Salt River Road in Greendale Township, Midland County, Michigan?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And at that time, was your license suspended?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Duke, have I complied with the court rule on an adequate factual basis?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you agree, Mr. Swinski?
Yes, I do.
Do as well. I find that the plea has been made knowingly, understandingly, voluntarily, and accurately will enter in records of the court as driving while license suspended, first offense. All right. Anything, Mr. Duke, you wish to say on behalf of your client? You did tell me you don't want me to give him credit for the entire time already.
No, I have nothing further, Your Honor.
Mr. Smith, anything you wish to say on your own behalf?
Other than I do plan on getting my license and everything taken care of when I get out of here, so none of this will happen again. But other than that, no, sir.
Okay, well, I look at this, the ticket for driving 31 miles an hour over the speed limit, especially when you don't have a driver's license, tends to attract the attention of law enforcement. So you're going to have to think about your decisions getting out.
Yes, sir.
All right. Tracy, it looks as if he's going to have that $45 clearance fee to pay for. Is that correct? I'm going to try to keep fines and costs low because he owes money on that other traffic ticket, which is pretty substantial.
Yes, Your Honor, he does.
Okay. Let me just see what he owes here.
He owns the 45.
He owes the 434 as well, so I'm taking that into consideration when I'm doing the sentencing. So, just so you know, if you want to try to get your legs underneath you regarding your traffic, the traffic ticket itself is $434. That's not driving while license suspended. So I'm going to keep your fines and costs low, but there's certain things that I have to order for you. That's going to be a block for you getting your driver's license back. Okay, so I'm going to sentence you to $75 crime victim rights fee, $50 state assessment fee, and a fine of $45. I am going to sentence you to 45 days jail with credit for 29 days served. That means you'll be done. You'll be done with this mid-August on this sentencing case because you're going to get out on the 30th over in Isabella County. So here's what I want to relay to you. All of your fines and costs are important. However, some are the order that you pay them in sometimes can be more beneficial. What do you do for a living?
Right now, it's been side jobs lately, but I've been getting word to a friend actually about construction work for masonry when I get out.
Okay. So consider this. Consider the fines and costs on the driving while license suspended as the rebar, and consider the traffic ticket fines and costs as the cement to do the flat work. Which one would you do first?
The rebar.
Yes, sir.
Fines and costs.
So, all the fines and costs are important, but the order that you pay them in may help you towards getting your license back. So rebar is the driving while license suspended. Cement is the traffic ticket. Both are needed, but if you were going to pick one to go first, it should be the driving license suspended. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You have 21 days to appeal the sentence, 14 days to request a court-appointed attorney to do that. I've lifted the bench warrant on the other. My staff is not going to be looking for any payment until September 30th on that case, but make sure when you get out, you take care of the rebar, which is the driving license suspended case. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck.
Thank
You're
you.
all set. Anything further, Mr. Duke?
Here you are. Thank you.
Mr. Swinski?
No, Your Honor.
All right, we'll be adjourned. Thank you.